Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name's Rochelle and I am revisiting the WTF spread because Mercury's not done with us yet. We are going direct this week, but then we have the shadow period and things can still be just as wonky in that period of time. So we're going to look at, WTF. This is for when ish is all effed up. And the way it goes is I pull cards for what the actual F question mark exclamation point for each one of those. So we're going to start. You know what? Forget the angel cards. I'm just going to dive right in to my Light Seers deck. We're going to look at what is the situation currently. What is the situation currently? Four of Pentacles in reverse. I'm gonna, how am I gonna do this? Okay, I'm gonna pull cards for each of the questions. So this is the situation, and then we have the challenge. What's the challenge? Four of Swords. Actual, what's real? Page of Swords in reverse. F, what's wrong? Justice. Libra energy. Question mark, where do you need more info? Page of Wands. And what can you do? Exclamation point, what can you do? Five of Cups in reverse. Okay. So, I'm going to go in and clarify some of this here, and some I will be taking to the extended. But what I am seeing right now is there's an opening up with this Four of Pentacles in reverse. It's kind of like stepping into an energy of generosity, graciousness, wanting to give, wanting to share, wanting to be open. But the challenge is this Four of Swords. There's, it feels like you potentially have been in a period of retreat, rest, recovery from something that was painful. Her heart, there's a heart here next to her. It's like you had to disconnect from your emotions, from the pain, and just that was a part of the healing, or has been a part of the healing. And you're not done yet. So there's a desire to open up, but then there's still some lingering feelings that need to be processed, that need to be worked through. You're not quite done. You're not done cooking. You're not done working through the pain. So what's real is this Page of Swords in reverse. This feels like potentially who you've been dealing with. This is a very scattered, erratic energy. It's very, this, unpacking my adjectives. It's tricky. I often talk about, this is like the belligerent teenager. It's like, I know everything, and they like literally know nothing. No, not literally. They know things, but whatever they're spouting off about, and being all like, again, words, talking back, being kind of obstinate, but it's like there's no substance behind what they're saying. And it's an argumentative kind of, I'm gonna argue for the sake of arguing kind of energy. So that's what's real. Could be an energy that you're in as well. I did just say urine. Okay, F, what is wrong? What's wrong? Justice. Somebody's getting some kind of justice that may not feel fair. Or you want justice that you're not getting. You want justice from this energy, but for some reason, or you know, the justice that you were hoping to get isn't what you expected or wanted. And where you need more info, there's a need to go play, go have some fun, go on an adventure. You've been kind of, you know, you've been in this retreat mode, rest, recovery mode. And it's been really good. You've needed this. And now it's time, especially with this kind of opening up. It could be somebody trying to open up to you. And maybe that's the challenge, is you're not ready for that. But ultimately, for your own, a part of the healing is needing to really step into this very dynamic energy and just go have some fun. Yeah. Because that's going to help you get a handle on the situation, on your mind, your feelings. And what can you do? You can release yourself from the past. Recognize that things happen. They're not always in our control. Sometimes they are, and we still can make mistakes. And that's okay. That's a part of learning. It's a part of being human. And it's kind of, it's taking your eyes off the past and focusing on the present and focusing on where you want to go. So let's look a little bit more at this situation. What is this Four of Pentacles in reverse? I'm going to go with the this one, Tarot of Mystical Moments. Tell me more about this Four of Pentacles in reverse. We've got the Eight of Cups, Two of Wands in reverse, Eight of Swords in reverse. So this is you. This Four of Pentacles in reverse is absolutely you. This is you walking away from a situation, possibly from a group. There's this single figure is walking away, and there are pairs. Pair of butterflies, pair of dragonflies, pair of birds, pair of swans. You know, it's like it's leaving the group, leaving an idea of what you thought you wanted, and going off on your own, but not really knowing where you're going. It's feeling confused. Maybe as you walk away, you hit a crossroads, but you don't. Yeah, you don't really know what to choose. It's like you knew you had to walk away, but what you were walking toward, you're not really sure about. But you're working through this. It's like you're learning how to be okay with uncertainty in the unknown, and you're overcoming some kind of anxiety where you had kept yourself stuck, stressed out, the crap circles in your mind. You were stuck on that hamster wheel for quite a while, and you're finally overcoming that. And a part of that is because the step that you took, the steps you've been taking away from what has been painful, has kept you all up in your mind. Even though you don't know where you're heading, you know that this step is towards yourself. And so it's like you're learning how to trust. You're learning how to trust that the universe has your back, that you are being led in the right direction, because that direction is toward yourself, whatever that looks like. And so because you're coming out of this place of anxiety, you're like, okay, I feel like I'm ready to give again. I feel like I'm ready to share of myself again. But again, with this challenge, going with the, Tarot of Transcendence. Tell me more about this Four of Swords in, it's not reverse, Four of Swords upright. Ace of Wands. Three of Wands in reverse. Page of Pentacles. Earth signs here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So this is a challenge. You have the potential for a new beginning here. You could be getting some kind of offer, or you could be tapping back into your inspiration, feeling inspired. And there's something here that is it's tangible. You're looking at it. This person is holding a pentacle on a swing. There's this playful energy, right? But there's no movement with this swing. She's just kind of sitting there. She's focusing on some kind of new opportunity, some kind of new beginning. But it's a very it's a contemplative kind of energy. It's very slow. It's like, oh, this is an interesting new idea. This is a new direction, interesting new direction to go. But with the Three of Wands in reverse, there's some kind of delay with this new inspired, exciting beginning, because of still feeling like you haven't fully integrated what you've been through. So let's just look at, let's look at what's real. Page of Swords in reverse. I want to know what this energy is, because it does feels like it could be someone else. Let me go with the Cat Tarot. I haven't used this in a minute. Tell me more about this Page of Swords in reverse. Whoops. Let's try that again. Page of Swords in reverse. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. The Five of Wands. Yeah, Five of Wands. Seven of Swords in reverse. There's, see, okay. Basically, somebody's mad. Somebody's mad because you're like, this Queen of Pentacles in reverse wants to fight. This Queen of Pentacles in reverse wants to fight, wants to argue. There's some kind of competition here. But you've been resting, you've been retreating. You're not interested. In fact, and they're mad because you're like, I'm not going to try and be sneaky. I'm just going to be honest, forthcoming about whatever, where I'm at, whatever I feel. You're not, it's like you're not taking the bait. You're not engaging. you know, there's somebody here who, it's like, I'm getting that they want your pentacles. You're ready to share. You've been holding back, and they want to be the first one in line. Because for them, that's the most important thing, is status. Is, you know, like maybe they have been struggling and they want you to, you know, give them a handout or something. And so it's like, I don't know, there may be some engagement here. There may be some engagement in terms of like you actually talking to this person and being like, you know, because I'm looking at these two kittens. One, there's two mice in front of one, and there's three mice in front of the other. And it's like, it almost feels like this person is like, well, I want all the mice. I don't want you to have any. Or, yeah, again, there's this kind of competition. Somebody, it's like a dangling carrot kind of energy. And you're kind of like, well, I don't even want to really fight for it. Or if I'm honest, like, do I really even want to interact with you? Not really. You're just kind of in this, it's a peaceful energy. It's, yeah, you just being honest. You're not trying to be sneaky. You're just like, this is where I'm at. And so I feel like this Queen of Pentacles turns into this Page of Swords in reverse, and is just like, rah! Like, who do you think you are, being honest with me? And you're a liar and whatever. You're a cheat, you know, and basically they're projecting on you. Because you're just hanging out like, you know, I don't want to engage. So, yeah, you have somebody here who's just, they're so mad that you're like, you're taking the high road, basically. So, interesting person. It makes sense why you walked away. It makes sense why you're like, all right, I would focus on myself. And you're doing your very best to heal from this. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take this over to the extended. I'm going to dive more deeply into what's wrong. What do you need? Where do you need more info, and what can you do? Because I know it's going to get pretty deep here. So if you feel like joining me, awesome. Link is going to be in the description box below. If not, I wish you a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah.